Aloha, it's me again. It's said that the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing, expecting to get different results. Well, that's what most of the world is already doing, but we won't be doing that in this course. If you are seeking a course as light entertainment or something for fun, this may not be the course for you. Also, you might be served in knowing that this course isn't like any of those slick review up training courses. This course is about reconnecting with your true nature, aloha, to eliminate struggle, anxiety, depression, emotional reactivity, and suffering from your life. Your true nature is peaceful and calm. So is this course. And yet somehow it wakes you up. And it's pretty down home, literally. You'll quickly notice, if you haven't already, there are black lines appearing all around me. And the audio and video recordings in this course may not be up to the standard you're accustomed to. You may see the cursor and the countdown timeline, and hear rough audio cuts. I record from home, so you also may see my landlady in these louvered windows and hear her greet hello in Hawaiian or French. And there will be a black and white cat and all manner of birds and lizards crossing my lanai. All of this because it's just me. Yep, I'm the only staff. And I'm not a recording master or a Final Cut Pro expert. And if I were to hire someone to make everything shiny and beautiful, the cost of the course would surely triple or more. So you're welcome. This course is about content, not the quality of the production. And it's about your devotion to change. To reconnect with our true nature, we need to employ a new way of doing things based on a new way of thinking that we each discover individually for ourselves. The aim of this course is to teach skills and knowledge that, if applied in daily life, will lead you to that end. And no matter how you look at it, it will take effort. But you will quickly find that the more effort you put into this course, the more results you'll see, and the sooner if you hadn't. The course is a slow burn. It has to be. There are 10 or 11 classes in each of the 6 levels of learning on this path. These on-demand classes are programmed in such a way that you can't skip ahead before you complete the class you're listening to. And when you do complete a class, you can't move on to the next class until 7 days have passed. Why? This gives you the minimal necessary amount of time to absorb the topic, do the practice and study portion of the class, and have experiences that are designed to lead you to personal realizations about the topic. It makes no sense to hurry the process of change, especially considering that you've been holding on to habits that have created struggle, anxiety, depression, emotional reactivity, and suffering in your life for decades. We need to take a little time to work on releasing what's kept us stuck in that cycle of suffering. This online learning system will send you an email when the next class is unlocked, so you can keep going in a timely fashion. Please know that you can start the next class whenever it's convenient for you, once it's unlocked. I want to talk now about the 6 levels of this course. In level 1, we'll learn how to meditate and make a regular practice of it, and learn why it's so important. Through your meditation practice, you'll experience glimmers of mindfulness, which will inspire you to keep up with the practice. I'll also present some of the foundational truths from the course for your consideration, which will set the ground of our journey along the path. By the end of level 1, you'll have some eye-opening realizations and may still wonder, where is this all going? Well, in level 2, you'll learn exactly where it's going. This is where you'll learn why you struggle why you experience anxiety, depression, emotional reactivity, and suffering. And you'll learn how to release yourself from cyclical, habitual patterns that are on autopilot and keeping you stuck in those unpleasant experiences. In level 3, you'll learn how to evolve beyond your habitual patterns to experience aloha, which is always present in everyone. This leads you to a life of harmony, joy, peace, love, well-being, and abundance. You'll learn how to see others clearly and directly with empathy versus how your conceptual ego mind interprets them. In level 4, you'll learn how to apply meditation practice in everyday life in such a way that you feel a part of the vast unified field of aloha. In level 5, you'll learn how to soften your heart and appreciate your life experience, which becomes a delightful source of wisdom and uplifted energy. And finally, in level 6, you'll learn how to completely surrender to your aloha nature, thereby experiencing a truly awakened heart mind, which many people say feels like freedom or home. You should also know there is nothing conventional about this course at all, in content or methodology. It has to be. Otherwise, we're just perpetuating insanity, doing the same old thing, expecting different results. So the course may be nothing like what you've ever experienced before, but I can guarantee that if you open your mind and apply yourself, you will grow joyfully along this path. Many are doing it right now, and many more have done it before. Again, the course is a slow burn, which is needed so you can fully experience what you learn and build new neural nets. This is vital so you can get to the point of living what you learn and not just intellectualizing the material presented. The course also comes with a new vocabulary. I'll provide a manual at the beginning of each level that includes vocabulary and a glossary of terms. I'll also suggest books that offer deeper insight into the topics, but they are in no way required unless you're super serious about making change. Then I recommend them. The new vocabulary will include Hawaiian, Tibetan, Sanskrit, and scientific terms. Why do I use them? So you can have intelligent conversations about the material you learn with others who are familiar with this path and its vocabulary. That's millions of people around the world. Bruce Lee once said, "A teacher is never the giver of truth. They are a guide, a pointer to the truth that each student must find for themselves." And there's an old Zen Buddhist proverb that says, "Teachers open the door, but you must enter by yourself." Both of these sentiments are true for this course. There are 3 parts to reconnecting with aloha, your true nature, and thus eliminating struggle and suffering using the Buddhist Dharma. 1, receive the teachings. 2, study. And 3, do the deep research and investigation on your own. My job is to present the teachings, the Dharma. This I do in the class presentations. After each class, I will also offer support materials and practice recommendations that will help unpack the topics covered. These 2 cover half of number 1, receive the teachings, and half of number 2, study. Your job is number 1, listen to the teachings, and the other half of number 2, do the studying, and number 3, do the deep research and investigation on your own. Doing the deep research and investigation means looking to see if the concepts presented are actually arising in your daily life or not. This simply requires awareness. Looking for the teachings arising in your daily life takes no additional time or effort on your part. It only requires awareness. This step is imperative if you are to succeed. It'll take a little time to develop this new skill, which is why level 1 is so gentle and gradual. This gives you the time and support to do what is meant by do the deep research and investigation. So, in reality, you are fully responsible for your experience and outcome of what is pointed to in this course. This is true for any situation in life, but we'll discuss that a little further down the road a bit. Each class will consist of meditating together. I'll give a presentation. Then there will be a discussion you can listen to about the topic. The entire class will be 90 minutes or less, except for a few exceptions. The discussion time is also imperative because everyone learns from hearing others' thoughts and sharings. There are 3 parts to the small amount of weekly study and practice. 1, a short article or 2, maybe a short video. Being aware of the teachings arising in your daily life all day, every day. And 3, meditating daily for 20 minutes at a time. I'll be teaching you specific meditation techniques given to Dawa Sangpo, the king of Shambhala, by the historic Buddha Siddhartha Gautama 2,600 years ago. It's imperative that you meditate during this course using these techniques. Any techniques you've learned that were created in the last 150 years, don't cut it. They weren't created for the purpose of looking at yourselves toward living aloha like the Buddha's techniques were. If you think you can get away without meditating using these techniques, you're sorely mistaken. You will quickly feel like you're falling behind or not getting the material. Everyone can meditate using these techniques, and millions do around the world. It's just our minds that prevent us from doing it. The act of just doing it will quickly strengthen your mind to see that it's something that you actually enjoy doing. I want to assure you that you will never be required to believe anything or stop believing what you hold dear. This is not a course to turn you into a Buddhist and there are no vows, no Buddhist vows offered. Though we will talk about the Buddhist vows, but only as a matter of context. Siddhartha's words to his students on this subject have been carried forward 2,600 years to today. He said, "Don't believe anything I say if it doesn't, after rigorous self-investigation and research, hold true for you." I recommend that you hold on to any and all skepticism that you may have throughout the entire course. I have, and I still do as I continue my own learning. Self-investigation is the key. This is the being aware to see if the teachings are arising in your daily life or not. If you also don't engage that, you will feel like you're not getting it. Again, the program is unconventional, but if we don't start doing things differently, we can't expect new results. Lastly, we've grown into such perfectionists, perhaps because we've been expected to be good at things right away. Along the path of this entire course, I'm going to present new things, new ideas that will require you to grow and expand further, from meditation, which strengthens your mind, to new ways of seeing the world, which opens your heart. Along the way, there will be mental resistance to it all, like we have mental resistance to learning anything new. This poses the greatest hurdle to getting through level 1. Thankfully, though, there are millions of people who have gone through the same hurdles over the last 2,600 years and made it, leaving behind antidotes to giving up and encouragement to keep going. You'll get those antidotes in the 3rd class of level 1. Don't let your mind's excuses or distractions get the better of you. You can do this. It's only your inner critic that says you can't, or that you need to do something more important. Believe me, there is nothing more important. Hang in there. This course is not a novelty or something for fun. It is assumed by your presence in the course that you are serious about experiencing a positive life change. During the time you are meditating and listening to the talks and discussion, it is highly recommended that you avoid multitasking. Also, intellectualizing the teachings alone will get you nowhere. That only serves to enlarge your ego. You must participate by practicing what is learned. This means incorporating what you learn into your life, as it is experience that will bring you to realization. Intellectual debate is not experience. Imagining how the teachings could fit into your life is not experience. Therefore, one must muster the dedication and self-discipline to practice what is learned throughout the course to gain the experiences that will lead you to the greatest life advances. You are worth it. Well, now that you've heard me blather on in 2 videos, head over, sign up for the course, and get started with level 1. Thank you, and aloha.